Welcome to Ed Fluential Sports, where passion meets precision. It's I'm your host, Ed, diving deep into the plays, players, and stories shaping the game. This is going to be a faceless video, so no face cam, which haven't did in a minute. Usually am on a cam, but for this one, I'm just talking about free agency because I had something else planned, but I want to save it because I think the Chicago Sky could be going in a positive direction. I do think I do think management for them has been really bad, which the Chicago Sky probably be talked about a little bit. Since I already covered the Angel Reese trade. Happy for Angel. She's going to Atlanta. I think they're a contending team going into this upcoming season. But the Chicago Sky made a move that I'm interested in, which I'm gonna talk about later. But I just want to talk about some of the free agency moves and try to get this out before I go live later today. So yeah, the Phoenix Mercury haven't really did nothing. I'm looking at a Yahoo Sports article too to make sure have all the updated stuff. But the Phoenix Mercury haven't did anything. I mean, not saying they did anything, but they haven't signed anybody. Like they brought back Alyssa Thomas, which is a great move. She averaged like a triple double last season, so she was doing her thing. Uh, but Satu Sabali is going to the Liberty. Then Kalia Copper and DeWanna Bonner are still free agents. So bringing back Alyssa Thomas is great and should well deserved. She should be re-signing there. But yeah, losing Satu Sabali, that's definitely gonna hurt. And once I get to the Liberty, I'll cover that more. The Indiana Fever, they seem like they're bringing back. They're bringing back Kelsey Mitchell. I don't know what she signed for yet, but I know she's gonna get one. She's gonna be one of the people that get the max. So yeah, you got her coming back on. Yeah, she's coming back on a 1-year supermax deal. Lexi Hall, she's returning to Indiana as well. So bringing both of them back is great. Then Caitlin Clark, she is going to be healthy. At least that's what we're assuming. So we're expecting her to be healthy all season. Then you obviously still got Aaliyah Boston, Michaela Timpson. So this Indy team is going to be great. They got to the second round, I think. Yeah, they got to the second round without Caitlin Clark. So I could just imagine them bringing back MVP candidate and Kelsey Mitchell re-signing her, still being surrounded with Sophie Cunningham, having Aaliyah Boston. So you got your big three of Aaliyah, Caitlin, and Kelsey. So the Indiana Fever, they're going to be competing again next season. So they're looking good in free agency. They ain't did nothing significant yet, but I think bringing back Kelsey Mitchell was the key because there was a lot of rumors circulating on if she would leave. So I think bringing her back is the most significant thing you could do. And probably, obviously, the draft coming up soon, so it'll be more room to add some more pieces. The Minnesota Lynx, I'm pretty sure Nafisa Collier is coming back. She ain't signed yet, but I'm confident she'll be coming back. And they did lose a few people. Natasha Heidemann, she is going to the Seattle Storm, which that's a really good pickup by them. I'm going to cover that when I get to them. Jessica Shepard, she's going to my Dallas Wings, so I'm cool with that. But yeah, they got a lot of free agents, so we're going to see. Like I said, Nafisa Collier, she's going to get the max. I'm pretty sure she's been offered. She was offered. I'm sure she would have signed already. So yeah, I'm confident they'll bring her back, but no more stud buds. We still don't know where Courtney Williams is going. She was kind of sad when Natasha Heidemann left. So I feel like that's a sign that Courtney Williams is going to stay in Minnesota, because if she wasn't, then I don't think she would have posted what she did. Or she could just be doing that to trick us, and she signed with the Storm too. But I don't see it. I think Courtney Williams is likely to come back. So yeah, and then they gave Jalen Shepard, they reserved her to qualify. They gave her the reserve qualifying offer. So we'll see what happens with that. The New York Liberty, as I mentioned, Satu Sabali is signing with them on a multi-year deal. A really great pickup. Satu Sabali was great last year. I enjoyed everything that she was able to provide throughout the season. So I think that's a really good move. You still got your big three still haven't signed yet, which I'm sure they'll all be back. But Satu Sabali, I think she averaged around 17, I think, last year. Yeah, she was giving you 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2.5 assists, so nearly 3 a game. So Satu Sabali, she had a great season. Then she was shooting 41% from the field, just 33 from 3. But she had no, that's not last season. That's her career. Last season, she was shooting shooting 32% from three, 40% from the field, and she was an all-star. So, like I said, that pickup for the Liberty, that's really good. They're still yet to re-sign Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, or John Kilroy Jones, and Natasha Cloud. But Sabrina, you can pretty much confirm that they're going to stay. Brianna Stewart, she's pretty confident she's going to stay. They haven't signed yet, but they made it pretty clear that they're likely staying. So it'd be surprising if they left. The Seattle Storm, let's get to. They're signing Natasha Heidemann, which I think is a great pickup. Um, yeah, not too much I can say about that because uh, 1 second. I'm back. Natisha Heidemann, kept saying Natasha. Natisha Heidemann. She was averaging 9 points last season. She was in the race for MIP. She was third MIP and second in sixth woman of the year. So you get some good value adding Natisha Heidemann to that team. Uh, but you are losing a lot with Skylar Diggins-Smith going to the wing, not to the wings, to the Chicago Sky. Brittany Sykes signing with the Toronto Tempo, Nkeke Agumbawale going to the Los Angeles Sparks. So you're losing a lot. You're hoping to bring back Izzy McNamara, which would be good, but Seattle is going to be a rough year for Seattle. You still got Dominique Malonga, who's going to be great. Lexi Brown will probably improve. Nakia Moore, she'll probably improve, but I do think this looks like a rebuilding year for the Seattle Storm. So solid pickup, but you are losing some good pieces. Gabby Williams and Izzy McNamara have yet to re-sign. The Atlanta Dream, as we mentioned, they got Angel Reese through the trade. Well, I talked about that in a video. I thought that was a really good pickup. Alicia Gray, you're going to extend her. She's going to get a multi-year max deal. So I'm pretty sure Ryan Howard and Nia Philbin, they'll still be there. So I really like this Atlanta team. I did think Brittany Griner was going to stay, but she is going to the Connecticut Sun, which I didn't expect. I thought she was going to stay, but you brought back Alicia Gray, brought back Brianna Jones, added Angel Reese, like I said, which is a really good pickup. I'm excited to see what else they can do in this offseason because Atlanta, they were just in the playoffs last year. It's one of the lower seeded teams, like 7 or 8. But I really think they can be more than that next season, potentially be in that top 4 or 5, potentially get home court going into the playoffs and go on a run. So, yeah. The Washington Mystics, haven't heard much out of them. Obviously, you still got your rookies under contract who did their thing. You still got Sonia Citron, Kiki Area Fan, Georgia Moore, Lucy Olsen. They're all under contract. Shakira Austin, she got one of the reserve qualifying offers. So the Washington Mystics haven't really done much this offseason. I guess they're waiting to the draft. Then Shakira Austin, she's restricted too, so she'll more than likely be back. But yeah, the Washington Mystics don't look great. Like we know they had a solid year last year. They were close to the playoffs, or they lost I think they were close and lost in the first round. Was a game or two out. But the Mystics, I feel like you got to do something. You got to do something else. Obviously, with the expansion team, Toronto being there, it's like, yeah, it makes it a bit tougher, but they just haven't did anything. The same for the Golden State Valkyries. Veronica Burton, she's restricted. You got a few reserve qualifying offers. Team don't look about the same as last year. Obviously, lost a few people, I think, from the expansion, but yeah. Now to the LA Sparks, you still got Cameron Brink, Rakia Jackson, Sarah Ashley Barker, all under contract. But it is trade rumors of Rakia Jackson potentially being traded. I don't think that's a smart move. I think that'd be really silly, to be honest, because I don't see why you would send her to the Sky. But if that's what you plan on doing, then cool. I just don't think that's realistic. I'd be very surprised to see that happen. But yeah, you still got Kelsey Plum. I feel like she's resigning. The Sparks, they bringing back De'Erica Hamby. As I mentioned, the Kike Agumbawale is going there. She started her career with the Sparks, so now she's coming back after being gone for a few years. So this team is nice. I like the LA Sparks. I think you keep Rakia Jackson. I personally wouldn't trade her, but we'll see what happens. Now moving on to my Dallas Wings. Rika Agumbawale, she's re-signing with us on a multi-year 7-figure deal. And she did that while taking a pay cut, so that's great. Then the wings. Then we was able to add Jessica Shepard on a multi-year deal as well. And we got Raya Marshall, who's still on her second in her. She's in her rookie contract on her second year, and we got her in a trade with the Connecticut Sun. So I like the roster. I definitely think we'll be better. We still got room to add some stuff. Paige is gonna have another good season. I expect Enrique to bounce back, sign the new deals. So I'm excited to see what we're able to do. Um, excuse me. The Connecticut Sun, they got Diamond Miller in a trade. That was the trade they did with us. Then they signed Brittany Griner, which, like I said, that's a really good move. She's going to be a great veteran for them, multiple time All Star. Not as good as she was in previous years, but she's still solid and adds good depth to that team. So I do like that for Connecticut. But Marina Mabry is going to the Toronto Tempo, and Tina Charles is still a free agent. So we'll see what happens with that. But losing Marina Mabry to the Tempo, I didn't see that coming at all. The Chicago Sky, they want to bring back Ariel Atkins. They got Skylar Diggins Smith, which is crazy. Skylar Diggins Smith got me into the WNBA. So seeing, I know she was started her career there, was with them for a little bit in previous years, but her going, you got rid of Angel Reese, you bring in Skylar Diggins Smith, still got Cardosa, you got a high draft pick. I'm like, man, yeah, this is looking. It still looks rough, even with the additional Skylar Diggins Smith. It's like I don't see why you leave Seattle. Like if I'm her, I would have stayed. Like y'all perennial playoff team, and you leave them to go to Chicago, who clearly had no direction. But they got J.C. Sheldon in the trade too. So I don't know what the plan is for Chicago. I just hope Camila Cardosa can improve. Um, the Toronto Tempo. They got Naraya Sabli and Aaliyah Knott under contract currently. And then they got Marina Mabry and Brittany Sykes. So at Toronto, they're looking to do what Golden State did last year and be in the playoffs immediately. So we'll see what happens, but you got to capitalize that next year, which Golden State isn't doing so far in this free agency. So that's going to wrap this up. Yeah, some of these moves, I get some not understandable, but congratulations to the WNBA getting paid more money, getting new deals, new contracts. We seeing women get millions of dollars now, so I'm happy for them. But that being said, I probably want to do once I talk about free agency more, I just do more shorts. Like every time I want to drop a video, I do a video after the draft for sure, depending on when it is, because I'm going to the NFL draft. So depending on when the WNBA draft is, which I'd have to look that up when it's the because I know it's coming up soon. The draft is in 2 days. So yeah, that's before the NFL draft. So I'll probably have a video out that following day about the draft and who I think won the draft and stuff like that. And then for the rest of the season, you get some previews and stuff. But for the teams, I'll probably drop more shorts as more free agent signings or trades happen. Unless it's super big, then like a Rakia gets traded, that might be worth a video. But Azara Stevens, if she gets traded, that'll just be a short, wrap it up in about 3 minutes. But if Rakia gets traded or something big like that happens, something happened with Caitlin Clark or something, I don't know. I'll make that a full video. But yeah, expect more shorts and posts and stuff like that as we get closer to the WNBA season. Gave y'all a lot of WNBA content last year. So expect more this year and on the USA now. So I hope it was something else that was on. I forgot, but it was like a local network, I think. Was it a CW? Yeah, it was on the CW, I think. So, or something like that. So, yeah, with that being said, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, comment your thoughts on free agency so far. I think I'm most surprised about Skylar Diggins Smith going to Chicago Sky. I ain't see her leaving Seattle, but congratulations to her. She got her bread. And yeah, and share for others to see.